Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Starfield Shattered Space on the Xbox Series X. Today's mission is a house divided. After arriving in Dosra, I overheard a conversation between three Dosra citizens. It seems they may represent different interests. I should speak to one of them and learn more. We got to talk to Kizrani Dulkev. Well, that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do.
First the cataclysm, now this. There's too much going on right now.
You look exhausted. Maybe take a day.
Pray that I could, but right now I need more time, not less. I'm sorry if I seem a bit flustered. Things have been chaotic since the cataclysm, and now word of missing supplies. But that doesn't excuse my rudeness. Let me at least introduce myself. My name is Kezrani Dulkev. I work as an executor for House Dulkev.
I'm Phil. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. And I'm well aware of who you are. Word of the first convert in generations is on everyone's lips these days. But I'm sure you are busy getting adjusted to life here. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, but maybe I can help you. Seems like you've hit some trouble.
Trouble only begins to describe it. It's about the supply shortage. There may be a reason for it beyond the cataclysm itself. A week ago, my cousin Ukaru came to my office concerned about a series of lost shipments. He was certain someone was using the tragedy as cover to steal supplies and route them to our enemies.
Doing so would be treason.
Yes, but given the seriousness of the accusation, the proof must be irrefutable. So I told my cousin to return with more evidence. And when I didn't hear back, I assumed that was the end of it. But this morning, I received a slate from a courier. It was from Ukaru. It was worrying, to say the least.
Okay. Explain, please.
It felt like Ukaru was trying to warn me. The contents were cryptic. He mentions a possible conspiracy and being followed and, well, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to panic. He hasn't shown up to work in days, and the timing of all this feels suspicious.
A sudden absence would give credence to the idea he was followed.
Agreed. Ukaru was extremely punctual. An absence like this is very unlike him. But if he is in danger, I don't know if it's safe for me to investigate. I need someone disconnected from the noble houses.
I'll investigate it. Just tell me where to start.
Ukaru's workstation is likely your best bet. He's been working in the rehabilitation unit on the 3rd floor of the Halls of Healing. If you run into any issues with access, hand this slate to my fellow executors. Once you locate him, report back to me. I've got a meeting at House Kadik later, but I shouldn't be hard to track down. Hopefully you'll find my cousin alive and safe.
Hopefully. Okay. We have our orders. Okay.
The disaster may be behind us now, but we face a whole new type of change.
I have heard that we may try to establish trade with the settled systems.
Been hearing talk of that.
I pray that the Great
pretty
Serpent
cool.
delivers us from this soon. We cannot.
I'm sorry, but this wing of the hospital is under investigation. You'll have to leave.
Why ain't you got any face paint? Oisani, Oisrani, sorry, Oisrani sent me. This slate should provide me access.
Even with the cataclysm, this is highly irregular. But not surprising. Kisrani is obsessed with transparency and often seeks independent help. I find this tendency unwise.
And by unwise, he means a complete disregard for operational security, rules, and regulations.
Possibly. And yet, despite what I said, and unsaid, she persists in doing so. So, we must come to a compromise.
A good compromise leaves everyone unhappy. This one was particularly miserable.
I will give you the keycard to Ukaru's computer. You will be able to access documents and correspondence for the past month. Any further access will require admin privileges, which I am not willing to grant.
I understand.
Of course. If there's anything else I can do, let me know.
Alright, basic access isn't enough. I need admin privileges to Karu Dokev's computer.
I apologize, but you are only given access to view the computer's records. Admin privileges are restricted to House officials only.
The state of Dazra is such that using the normal channels is impossible.
The cataclysm has made things difficult.
Karu Dokev has been absent from his post. Whatever privacy rights he had are now forfeit.
Indeed. As long as we limited your permissions, I suppose the situation might merit granting you access. I suppose, given all that's happened, exceptions must be made. You'll be granted temporary admin privileges to Ukaru's computer. That should be enough for you to do your investigation.
Did Ricardo give you any details about what he was up to?
Unfortunately, rather than use the proper channels, he chose to start his own investigation.
A very unfortunate choice.
I will not pretend to know the particulars of this case. I will say this. We are House Dul Kef. We have a reputation. We are professional. We are exacting.
We don't make mistakes.
Precisely.
I love the robots. When did Ukaro's last check in for work?
Ukaru hasn't logged into his station for some time. I've had to process several write-ups documenting his absence.
Dereliction of duty, failure to serve, fireable offenses all around.
We've also had to shift resources and people to make up for his absence. Suffice to say, it has made navigating this current situation more difficult.
Is it unusual for Ricardo to abandon his post?
It is highly unusual for anyone to display such disobedience, especially now. Such actions are tantamount to heresy. Loss of employment is the most likely outcome.
A beheading isn't off the table.
Damn.
It would be done humanely, of course.
Humane beheading. Has anyone else been allowed entry here?
Several. The halls of healing are extremely busy. We can't keep track of every individual that passes through. In particular, the patients. We had to usher one out of here just now, who claimed to have a crippling headache.
Given the patient himself was a headache, it's likely genetic.
The
I
admin
don't think
privileges
that's
I've
that
granted you will allow you to view the access logs, however, that track the last users to sign in.
Okay.
Now, to get back to these spreadsheets.
Yes. Okay. The Cairo Bill kept the logs. Alright. Record deleted. Okay. Deleted. Archive. Deleted record restored. Alright. Restored. Shipments put on hold. The other day, I received a message from an anonymous source insisting that I do an audit of our supply chain. Very peculiar. Normally, I would dismiss such a missive, but in the wake of the cataclysm, showing additional diligence here is prudent. As a result, I performed an audit of our supply data, and what I found is troubling, to say the least. Several shipments that were supposed to be routed to institutions in need were put on hold for reasons that are unclear. Strange. Typically, this is done when a shipment is suspected of containing contraband or worse. And yes, I understand the weapon shipments must be carefully examined, but many of these crates contain med packs, construction materials, and other essential resources. They were all approved via a remote login code, which allowed them to bypass the normal approval process. This is something only high-ranking officials would have access to. I've done an export of the access logs, but I can't store the results here. I export it to a slate and hide it in a box in Ronnie's office. Okay. Missing shipments. Filter by access. Remote login. Department not available. Clearance code not available. There's a lot of stuff marked for hold. Generic resources. Medical supplies, weapons crates, munitions crates, ship parts. All marked for hold. Tracking the shipment. I knew it. The supply crates are on the move. I extended the range of the tracking devices used to locate crates in large warehouses. With the increased distance, I can see when the shipment was placed on hold, confiscated, and placed in lockup, all from my office computer. I won't be able to follow the crates until they leave the facility completely, but when they do, I'll set my scanner to the device's frequency, 99.0148.091. 09, which should lead me to wherever they're being poured. Maybe if I know who's receiving them, I can ask the larger question: who is stealing these shipments? For them to do this so cleanly, it must be someone with connections inside the great houses. Am I being followed? The other day I could have sworn I was being followed. It was just a feeling, but a very strong one. Sometimes in crowded spaces you can sense that people around you constricting the oxygen until the air itself collapses around your throat. That's what I felt like. My breath felt tighter and tighter. My pursuer coming closer and closer until I could feel a presence standing right behind me. But when I turned around, there was no one there. Curious. It must be my anxiety, or maybe it's something else. I know I'm very close to uncovering something big, something that may even implicate one of the great houses. And on top of that, they are shamefully using the cataclysm as a cover. The next few days will be eventful. That is clear. My palms are damp with excitement. Login records. Unknown. Carl Duque. Okay.
You want?
Okay. So we got what we needed. Thank you guys. Alright, so we made it here. See anybody inside? Very good here.
Clearly, this was occupied at one time. Now,
Yeah.
though, we seem to be all alone.
Seems like it. We haven't went in here yet. Alright. I don't know what we're in for, but Caro, log 1.
So, the coordinates on the tracking device brought me to what looks like a supply depot. Lucky for me, it doesn't seem as if anyone's home. Hello? Hello? Okay, looks clear. Anyway, the main entrance was locked, but I managed to sneak my way into a vent area and into what looks like a security office. But there's too many crates and some have been emptied out. I need to override the computer, look at the manifest, and ping the tracking device I placed on the crates. I wonder if I can even hack into the security system and identify their exact locations.
You might probably not should do that. Alright, let's see. Oh, money. Promise kept. Brother, the instructions from the contract in Dazra are clear. The shipments will be routed here, and from there they will be taken to our hideouts across Kai in the settled system. I know you are wary of trusting the followers of Jared, but they vowed it would be different this time, and so far they have made good on their promise. House Maline has never been stronger, and we have our person in Dazra to thank. The incident in Dazra. Word has spread of a great calamity in the city of Dazra. Normally, a blow to our enemies is a boon to us, but many working this depot are wondering if this will halt future rerouting of shipments. The contact has assured us this will not be the case and to expect continued support in coming months. Security office keycard. A reminder, brothers, to keep your keycard on you at all times. While we are prepared to burn this location if discovered, it should not be due to negligence. There have been instances where keycards have been found strewn on the floor and accidentally swept up with the trash. Carelessness will not be tolerated. Supply tracking. The system is used to track individual crates inside the warehouse. Enter a specific frequency to unlock a specific crate. Tracking shipments routed from House of Ruin. Resource supply crate, medical supplies, weapons crate, munitions crate, ship parts. Ping recently supplied crates. Ping frequency 99.014809. Sending signal to local scanner. Distance will update every second with a deviation of 0.28 seconds. Scavenging. Track crate HB2294D. Tracking crate location. Alright. Got what we needed from there. Still at Captain's note. Listen to me. There is plenty of scrap here. Use it to reach the supplies on the upper shelves. Stop wasting our fuel constantly boosting back and forth. Do not make me remind you again. Where's Waldo? Cool. That's a long way down. Nobody in here. Alright, so we're headed this way. lot of blood here. Huh. Invoice, ship parts, money. The car's locked too.
I found the shipment! Along with, countless others. This is bad. Real bad. But it begs the question, who are these for? And who's helping them? Wait, what was that?
Follow the trail of blood.
I see. You cannot escape the shrouding, accursed one. And now you and your friend will die. They've escaped through the vent. Find them.
I heard something.
I don't do shit.
Well earned.
Get him? Lower, child.
You have made a grave mistake. There's no hiding from me. There is no escape. You cannot beat me.
That looks painful.
Always worth checking. Never know what you
Yeah.
might find in their pockets.
An unfortunate way to die. What if he's not hungry? Holy crap. There you go. There he is. I don't have any guns to do any damage to him. Let's see what I've got. This will maybe do something to him.
Take your best shot.
Oh shoot, he shoved me off. There he is. A little bit of damage.
Give up already.
Go in there. Can't get in there yet, though. Those starstorms, I don't really like them.
Can't.
Get back. You guys started this.
I failed.
There's the fourth one.
Never removes any advantage they hope to gain by keeping us in the dark.
Encrypted zealot slate. The slate is encrypted. An encryption key to the script. Use an encryption key to decrypt its content.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Who else knows? No one! My superiors don't even believe there's missing shipments! And why is that? I don't know! They were all signed off by someone higher up!
If they know that much, it's only a matter of time before they find out about my boss.
And what of it? If you are using this as a pretense to end our agreement,
my boss has no intention of doing that.
we will need assurances in person. We will send a message through an encrypted slate.
Now you'll.
The coordinates beyond our land will be there.
I'll let them know. Notice this one. He's seen my face.
He's given us everything we need. Turn him to dust.
Whoa! Okay.
He's given us everything we need. Turn him to dust.
You can't hope to win. we are having fun.
Really, Andrea? Get them all. I'll set these up here. One down. Got him. No more?
We shall make you penitent.
Yep, there's more.
Penis.
Penis? Alright. Going back to Kizrani. I'll see you when we get there.
If you feel you're in danger, I can provide a security detail. My people are nothing if not capable.
Thank you, Envoy. I'll consider it. Was there anything else?
Yes, there was one more thing. Regarding the missing supplies, I was wondering if I could be of any assistance. Our agents mostly work in the settled systems, but I have contacts in Dazra as well. I can set up a meeting at the Halls of Obedience.
I appreciate the support. My mind has been frazzled as of late.
It's understandable. The accident has affected all of us.
You're right, and your concern is welcome.
Alright.
I am a busy man, but I will try to make time.
I apologize. The Envoy and I were just discussing matters of state.
Yeah, I heard.
In particular, I offered to help find the missing supplies. I have my people looking into the matter as well.
Thank you for your diligence, Envoy. On that note, I hate to take up any more of your time than I already have. And I'm sure you're busy with issues regarding your own house. If you don't mind, I'd like a moment with the Vindicator alone.
This is a personal matter. I am sure the Envoy will respect our privacy.
Indeed. And your timing is apt. The cortege has arrived at the spaceport, and I don't like to leave the crew waiting.
Thank you, Envoy.
Executor.
I appreciate your discretion. The Envoy is a trusted figure, but you can never be too careful in situations like this.
Right.
And while having the conversation here isn't entirely secure, we press for time, so it'll have to do. So, now that we're alone, tell me, what have you uncovered?
I'm sorry, but your friend is dead. He was murdered by zealots.
I was afraid of that. If only I had preached more caution. But after the accident, things were dire. Our resources were blocked. We needed those supplies, and...
You can't blame yourself. The zealots are the cause here.
Indeed. But there's more going on here than meets the eye. If the zealots are responsible, they must be punished. But one question remains. How would they gain access to the shipments in the first place?
The answer is both obvious and impossible to believe. Who would betray House Varun when so many are suffering?
That is the part I'm having trouble with myself. But perhaps our loyalty to House Varun blinds us. This slate you found, it mentions a contact. Someone on the inside. This person would have to be well versed in our operational pipeline. They would have to know where to route the shipments and how to clean the books. It seems unfathomable. But perhaps Hukaru was right. A member of the noble houses has betrayed us.
Whoever it is, the zealots plan to meet them at Jandar's Rest. We need to find out where that is.
Yes, but without coordinates, Jandar's Rest could be anywhere on Varun Kai. We're going to need to enlist some help. I'd like you to speak with Tivina Bethal at the Keep. If that slate has coordinates, she may have the means to decrypt it.
I'll talk to Tivina.
Excellent. As for me, I must mourn my cousin's passing. I understand there's a shrine upstairs. When you return, meet me at the Halls of Obedience, where we first met. By Jinon's grace, we'll find out who the supply thief is and bring them to justice.
I'll see what I can uncover about Jandar's Rest.
Serpent guide you, and be safe.
You as well. Okay, here at the armory.
The Great Serpent watch over you.
Don't need that.
I have some real firepower here,
Nah.
if you are interested.
No, thank you.
Victor held even his own son to our laws. His devotion is unmatched.
Yeah.
Vindicator. I was wondering when you graced my office with your presence.
I figured you were busy.
Really? Well, let me apologize for appearing to be. I can't imagine what I was thinking, letting you slip away. In fact, I think you and I are going to be fast friends. But I realize that's not why you're here, Shall we get down to business?
We shall. Yeah, let's.
Excellent. I take it this is about the missing supplies. I may have some intel on my computer that could help you with your case.
I have evidence also. An encrypted slate from a zealot Tisrani. From a zealot. Tisrani thinks you can decrypt it.
Well, look at that. The Great Serpent favors us both. It just so happens that one of my agents recently recovered a zealot cipher key and dropped it off this morning. Here, a copy of the key for your records. Well, as you can see, the encryption they're using is mind-numbingly simple. Take the slate number and multiply the even numbers by 2. Your slate's numbered 2032, which means the key is...
Multiply by 2.
You hit the bullseye.
I'm guessing.
Let's see what you've won.
Even
Looks like an all-expenses-paid journey to Jandar's Rest. Lucky you. Okay, scanning the coordinates, these point further north, hidden in Badlands. Clever, clever.
All right. I have what I need. Thank you.
Going in there alone, huh? I suppose any extra hands would just get in your way.
Yeah.
But that aside,
I have
let's get to the guts of the issue.
Huh?
After reading through the evidence, where do you think the supply thief is from?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Fine. Keep your secrets. I'll do the same. Well, whoever the thief is, I think it's all but guaranteed you'll find more clues at Cmdr's rest. Now, since you have what you need, I'm going to turn my attention to other matters. I've enjoyed our time together, but as they say, fish and guests are quick to stink. Let's avoid that from happening to us.
Fish and guests are quick to stink. Okay.
Victor may not realize it now, but he will regret losing his son.
Yeah, about that. His son's not as lost as everyone's led to believe. Alright, we're headed that way to Cmdr's rest. I will see you when I get there. I don't do much damage. Salamander.
Oh, God.
Oh!
You're not walking out of here.
There you go. I think this weapon's very good, but it's not bad. Some of it does a lot of damage, others not so
I
much.
cannot wait to kill you.
Kill him. What are you waiting for? over this way. I don't know where. Back in there. On there. The other one go. Oh, there he is. Alright, we got them all. Give me a moment to loot this and I'll get back with you.
Do they have anything?
Alright. One more up here and everything will be looted that I can find. I'm sure I didn't get them all. Right. Here we go.
I've spent more than enough time in my life in caves. But if there is something to be gained in this one, we should investigate.
We should. Okay. Boy, let's close that bag. Open it from over here. Looks like there's a few waiting on it. Oh, here they are. Okay. Oh, you shoot me with a cutter.
Take your best shot. No more signs.
Well.
heretic! And face you! Come to die!
The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Not too much in here. And Razor wasn't really worth much. Other than selling. Anyway. Really? A cutter? The boss has just left you with cutters. He left you with 2 cutters.
Seems we are clear.
Seems we are, but I know we're not. There's one more dude somewhere. There he is. Haven't saved him for a while. There's a lot of food in here. Where are you, bro? Y'all ain't shooting or not. There you are. Hi, buddy.
This is unacceptable!
Both underwater.
Are you prepared
Captain.
to die?
And he is down.
You will regret the day you stepped foot on this sacred ground.
You're not walking out of here.
I'm hit!
Got that fool. And there's the key.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Left the whole thing in there because I was bound and determined to get him. I wouldn't have been able to continue without killing him either. Smell that word. Another key. Been back here. Yeah. Or a Gary key card is what that needs. See if it's in here somewhere then. Shimon. Yeah, 2 Shimons on in case one broke. You know how that goes. Just can't have that one. Alright. Let's go after this last guy.
If it is large enough, we should be sure to remember the path we take in this cave. We would not want to lose our bearings and become stranded.
I got you.
You're too late, Vindicator. The contact has already returned to Dazra. And your handler, Kizrani, will die by their hand.
Alright. We can make a deal. I'll let you go if you give me the name of the supply thief.
Child of Jerick. Normally, I would not entertain such cowardice. But the speed of your arrival is suspicious. How did you find this place so swiftly? I wonder if the contact has betrayed us and fled to safety. Killing us would remove his only witnesses.
I used a cipher key for one of your encrypted slates, which had no coordinates. But I don't know where the key came from.
It is unlikely such a thing would have simply fallen into your hands. We are not so careless. A leak is possible.
Whoever betrayed you gave the information to Vina Bethal. She helped me find you.
Yes, and I doubt that even the Warden, despite all her bloodthirst, would find us so quickly. No. This reeks of foul play.
Whether you are betrayed or not, you should value your life.
If the supplier has betrayed us, then perhaps you are in the right.
Found this place through good old-fashioned detective work, bro.
It seems a bit more than that is at play. Very well. If we have been betrayed, then there is no bargain left to uphold. The name of our contact is from House Kadik. This slate will give you all the evidence you need. Goodbye, child of Jerick. Pray we do not meet again on more even ground.
I am not worried about you, bro.
Here at Chanda's Rest, we follow the true path. In the shrouding, only...
It is known that Janan Varun took the word of the great serpent and gave it breath. that under his guidance the ship of the dawn became the flagship of morning, and that all would be made penitent through the Holy Serpent's crusade. Yet when his son, Jarek, stole the crown, which was rightfully Jandar's, he ended the holy war and defied the great serpent. His blasphemy sent the true believers into exile and betrayed the time of the shrouding until the promise were restored.
Those who walk among us will become promised.
If you wish to speak to Brother Onamid, they are meditating in the shrine room.
Great down the track here, good Lord.
We did not trust the supplier at first, but they have earned the right to commune with the children of Jandar.
Just taking all your stuff, don't mind me. Alright. Let's see this slate we just got. If I can find it. Aid. This one. The contact in Dazra has made assurances that Jandar's rest will remain hidden, and that the one named Kisrani Dulkef will be handled. But we have trusted the children of Janek before, and they abandoned the Great Serpent in their cowardice. Now an outsider has entered our home, and only moments after he assured us we are in no danger. If we die here, let it be known that Mujin Kadik is the betrayer. Ooh-wee.
One never knows what one will find in a cave. The most inauspicious entrances can lead to the grandest of caverns.
That is true.
If we are found, the Zealots will not negotiate. They deserve whatever punishment we see fit to administer.
I agree 100%. Alright, we're going to head back to town. We'll see you when we get there.
You're back. Did you uncover anything at Jandar's Rest?
Your life is in danger. Mujin Kadik may be sending the assassin.
Mujin? Does this mean he's the supply thief? Are you sure?
There's more to it, but yes, they're involved.
Then I may be walking into an ambush, seeing as Mujin's the one who organized this meeting and supplied my security detail. The meeting takes place inside the Halls of Obedience. Will you watch my back?
I've got you covered.
Thank you. Okay, let's walk.
For the sake of our people, always.
Then may the great serpent...
For House Malene!
Him?
Jinan, bless you. I would not have survived that if you hadn't been here.
Yeah. I'm just glad you're okay.
That is kind of you to say. Your benevolence continues to surprise me. In any case, now is not the time to dawdle. Our next move must be to arrest Mujin.
Let's do it.
Thank you. This assassin's attempt will help our case, but we still need evidence tying him to Mujin. If you have time, check his office. There may be information connecting him to this individual.
I can go do that.
Good. Our case must be ironclad given whom we are accusing. Regardless, he must answer for aiding the Zealots and the murder of my cousin. Give me until the coming dawn and I will summon the relevant parties to my office.
All right.
Mark my words. We will bring him to justice with all three noble houses as witness.
Our influence in the settled systems may be small.
All right. I had been taking my morning walk when it happened. There was a great rumble from the scaled citadel, followed by a flash of blinding light. I thought it was a clash of thunder and lightning until I realized the order was reversed. I turned around to find myself face to face with a wall of vortex, and half the city vanished in a cosmic blink. I panicked, scrambling home to House Kadik. I remember this cascading sense of relief and dread as I saw my home was intact, but others were not. I imagine there are stories like mine all over Dodge, and perhaps when this is all over, there will be time to document them. For now, here are mine. Denial of transfer, Oakham Sharon. I've rejected the transfer of Oakham Sharon back to Dasra. I worry about the effect this may have on his psyche, but the mission takes priority. From the day we are asked to slaughter our groats, we learn the lesson that the collective comes first. So while it pains me greatly to withhold the truth about his parents, I must do what's necessary for the sake of House Varun. All must serve. Oakham's return. It seems one of my operatives will be returning to Dasra against my wishes. The authorization has been approved on medical grounds, which I find suspicious, but I will make do. Explaining the situation with his family will be difficult, but as a professional, I think he will empathize with my decision. If nothing else, a man with his skill set should not be put out to pasture. Much needs doing in the city, and having him as my ward will be a boon to House Kadik. I will seek Elder Rosma's approval to adopt him. Workforce issues. The incident has left us all scrambling to revive the city. In hindsight, I'm thankful for Oakland's return as we need every person we can get. I've suspended most of my duties at the Ministry of Conjunction to focus on the effort here to revive the city. Oakham's skills as a spy will be useful as we explore every option. I think I have a proposal, but I will need to meet with my colleagues in the Ministry of State and Commerce to discuss it first. Oakham Kadik. We've officially adopted Oakham into House Kadik. As it's a proud day for all of us. I've set him up with a computer in the dormitory area with all the other lower house members based on the work he'll be doing for us. We'll need it password protected even from his own cousins. Unfortunately, I could not get approval from the elders to accept his sister into the family. She does not meet the standard to become a member of the house, and if one cannot serve, they must grow as a person until they can. Meeting. I've received a slate from Oakham that I'll need to meet with the contacts at their hideout directly. I do wish they had chosen a less conspicuous name than that of the exile one. In any case, there is concern the supply shipment will stop due to the House Dulkef's meddling. I can't read all of a sudden. So I'll need to assuage their fears that the operation will continue once the chaos in Dazra has settled. Unfortunately, Oakham has chosen a rather peculiar time to disappear, when he should be the liaison between myself and HM. But the matter is pressing enough that I'll need to go directly and show proof I am the supplier that they've been dealing with. I've talked to the crew and the cortege is ready to go, but I should meet with Kizrani first to gather more intel on the progress of the investigation. Well, that was enlightening.
Victor Bethel executed his own son for heresy.
Yeah, you said that.
So much loss.
You've been busy, Vindicator.
Seems like you're expecting me.
Of course. You've managed to piece together this case at a pace I did not anticipate. That is a credit to you as an investigator. But before you proceed into that room, I must ask, do you have the proof you need? Is it solid?
I don't know. We'll see what Kizrani says.
Maybe so. But once a suspect has been established, it can be like pulling a loose thread. The rest comes undone rather quickly. So let us speak frankly for a moment, if we may.
Whatever you're trying to sell me, I'm not buying.
Wait. Before you go in there and report your findings, hear me out. The speed at which things have unraveled, it makes me wonder how much of this outcome has been orchestrated. Of course, I am not denying my role in all this. Yes, I approved to have the supplies rerouted. And yes, I ordered that they be directed to the zealots. But the murders, the violence, these were not directives I had ordered. If I am guilty of anything, it's being a rubber stamp.
Of course, you're trying to shift the blame. I'm not buying it.
I won't apologize for my actions. Everything I did for Dazra. A handful of supply shipments are a meager exchange for an entire clan of allies. United with House Malin, we can rebuild Dazra as the industrial and military force it was during the Serpent's crusade. Which is why I ask that you listen to my proposal. Let me go. Allow me to continue my efforts discreetly for the betterment of House Va'ruun.
Let you go. I didn't realize you were a comedian, Eugene.
Your flippant attitude only gives me more conviction. You only see what's in front of you, and not the big picture.
Please. You made no grand gesture. You violated the law and aided those who want us dead.
I don't know what evidence you've gathered, but without anything concrete, it's your word against mine. We shall see which one carries more weight.
It's your word against you.
Can we speak for a moment?
Not right now, Andrew.
Thank you all for coming. I think we can all agree that the charges for this crime are quite serious. Theft of supplies, aiding the zealots, and the murder of my cousin. Which is why it comes with great shock that evidence points to a member of House Kadik as the thief.
Based on what evidence? House Kadik does not deal in trade. Your house does.
I would not be making this claim without sufficient cause, nor is House Dulkef the bearer of this information. Vindicator, the floor is yours.
Majin is guilty. This should be proof that Majin Kadik is responsible for the stolen supplies.
The slate lists you by name, Envoy. What do you have to say for yourself?
Is this what you called me to your office for, Kisrani? This is an absolute disgrace to your department.
You haven't answered my question, Mujin.
Nor should I have to. A single slate, which I might add is likely fabricated, is not enough to prove anything.
There's also evidence on his computer that backs up the slate.
Is that so, Mujin? Or do you deny the words you yourself wrote?
I absolutely deny it. My computer has obviously been tampered with. This is clearly not enough evidence to even consider me a suspect.
Oh, you didn't know? We have piles of evidence, ship departure records, signatures, the works. And of course the kicker. Kisrani's would-be assassin.
Security has identified him as Okim Kadik.
Well, that's your award, Mujin.
In fact, if I were you, Envoy, I would think long and hard about submitting to the guard peacefully. Given the severity of your crimes, the captain has the authority to do it by force.
I will cooperate, but this is by no means an admission. And make no mistake, the three of you will pay for this insult.
Make all the threats you want, Envoy. My decision is made. Guard, take him away.
As you command, Executor.
I appreciate you backing me up on this one. Warden Vithal had brought some evidence linking Mujin to the crime, but it's your evidence that makes me feel confident we can convict. All told, I'm extremely grateful. Ukaru was family, and I would not have been able to rest if I knew the thief had not been brought to justice.
It was my pleasure, ma'am.
My thanks are yours. You had no personal stake in solving my cousin's murder, yet you did so with diligence and aplomb. For that, you will be well rewarded.
I've also handed over everything we have at House Vithal regarding the case. Who knows what other crimes we can uncover while poring over the evidence.
I'll take this up with the captain of the guard. After that, our part in all of this is done. Jinan grace you for taking on this investigation. You've done a great service for House Varun and for Dazra. And on a personal note, I want to extend my gratitude for avenging my cousin's murder. With the accident and all that's going on, I haven't really had time to grieve, but closing this case might help me start that process. So for that, I thank you.
Well, there you go, a house divided. Fully completed. The courier is a glitch quest in my menu.
Great
Right.
serpent guide you.
We're going to end this episode here. So if you made it this far, I sure do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the show, consider leaving a like. I got a lot more on the channel and a lot more to come. Find something else you like, why not subscribe? Either way, click that notification bell. Let you know when I upload and go live. All of that's free and easy for you. And it helps the channel out immensely. And thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.